Well,
Happy, happy, happy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We haven't seen each other since the party, the love party.
Which was a month ago.
How are you?
Excellent. It's so nice to have
It's so
you
good
here.
to be here, back in the iconic plant of where everything fabulous happens.
In the Studio Bakery. This is our showroom.
It's fantastic. It looks gorgeous. So everyone, this is the legendary, iconic Ron Ben Israel, the master baker, the master.
please.
Yes, you are.
I'm just a humble baker.
And we love his humility, but he is who he is.
Yeah.
So Ron Ben Israel and I met some years ago in Cartagena, Colombia. And it was love at first bite.
It was a wedding conference.
It was. It was pretty fantastic. Simone did the show.
Right.
And it was just wonderful to see you. I think Martha Stewart was there.
Wow.
Darcy
Yes.
Miller.
Right.
All you legends were there. We were all in the same room, in the
Well,
same
there were
space.
party planners and cake designers
Yes.
from all over South America. It was-
Yes.
And the food.
Was
and the people.
fantastic. The culture, everything. Everything that we both love.
Enough about me. Let's talk about my cake.
So we're gonna go jump right in and talk about the cakes. You know we have a love affair. Let's see why we love Ron Ben Israel so much.
How much do you want to see of our love affair? How much do you want to see of our love affair? Listen, let me talk about this cake because it was created specifically for our annual love party that we do with Marsha Selden Catering.
Yep.
And this time we created 3 complementary cakes that are connected with a stream of sugar flowers, sugar leaves, and sugar lemons.
It's
And of
beautiful.
course, lots of flowers.
But how do you get all of these colors together? Are you gonna
Well,
give
let
us
me
the
show
hidden
you.
secret?
Come over. We started with commercially protective masks way before COVID.
I love it.
So this is to protect our artisans from breathing in the pigments.
Okay.
Because we work with a lot of powders. And
That's
Jackie
fantastic.
starts with cream-colored Vanda orchids. Each petal is made out of sugar paste, and you can see the texture.
And the detail.
Right.
It
And
looks like perfectly made flowers.
And as Jackie brushes the dried pigments or powdered pigments, it's really like makeup. All
beautiful.
the veining comes through.
And it's so accurate. So how long has she been doing this, or someone is trained by you to do these phenomenal
Jackie's
things?
at least 8 years, no? Or more?
Yeah.
10.
Oh, 8, 9. How about that? We can't count.
She's been with us through thick and thin.
Yes,
Through
literally.
COVID,
Oof.
yes.
Yes.
When we reverted to making cookies.
This is fantastic.
Jackie would bake and I would take my city bike and ride everywhere delivering.
Really?
Even before the post office opened. Once the post office opened next door,
Right.
we could mail them and ship.
Wow.
That was
Okay.
a different time. Exciting.
Yes.
Do you want to know how we get all those details?
How?
It's a secret, but I'll show you.
Please.
Come into my closet. So let me look through every flower has its own container. And these are the Vanda orchids. So when we start a project, we just open the white
Wow.
container.
Oh.
And we have a lot of those cutters were made for us. And some are commercially available.
Okay.
And a lot of the silicone molds we made ourselves
Wow.
based on real leaves.
So this is not just a cake that you bake in your kitchen.
Oh no, we start weeks in advance
Wow.
planning, designing, and then producing the sugar flowers because they would last fresh for months.
Wow.
It's just like porcelain. And then we have a Bible that we created ourselves with instructions and samples.
Really?
And these are our powdered pigments. Most of them we mixed ourselves to get just the right tones, and
Right.
lots of tools.
So this is not, let's throw it up in the air and let's see what happens. This is masterly designed,
Exactly.
very technical.
Right.
And this is why it's worth the investment when
I
they
would say
work
so,
with you.
yeah. I can't tell you how many cakes I was asked to repair in the last moment because they fell apart.
From other people.
Yes, that I was asked to save the day.
Oh my
Even
goodness.
replace a cake.
Really?
We don't talk about it. but
Oh my
it
God.
happens.
But this is again one of the things that we want our readers and our viewers to understand. You get what you pay for, and it's an investment when you go with somebody that's reputable and knows what they're doing.
It's just like a bridal dress.
Yes.
I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, you didn't. No, you're right. It is
So
like
just
a
like a
bridal.
bridal dress, you look at the fabric, the workmanship,
Yes.
the cut, how it fits,
Yes.
how you treat it in the salon. Do you get a full experience, or you treat it like?
I know. You get what you pay for.
So let me show you a little bit of the process.
I would love that. I would love that. This is literally a library.
We even have pieces of lace that I saved from clients' dresses.
Really? This is gorgeous. This is pieces of lace from clients' dresses.
And
Look
I'll
at
show
that.
you how we utilized it.
I would love that.
I've made molds of
Really?
those specific laces. So that's the difference between couture, bespoke, when you can do something like that. Of
Exactly,
course,
exactly.
It's more costly. Did you ever wonder how the cakes stack up and don't fall apart?
Of course I did. It just seems physically impossible. But
So there's
how?
a lot of structure that goes on beside buttercream, flour, and eggs. Let me show you.
Wow.
This is our machine room, dedicated for non-perishable work. Ali is our creative director, but she's going to do some woodworking, which you don't learn in school.
So this is why the master classes.
Some woodworking that don't exist in school.
Wow.
Yes, but our students get to see everything, the whole process.
That's fantastic.
So this is a commercial. See, this is a commercial not turntable, table saw. This is a commercial table saw that we rigged to cut dowels. Did you ever think when you're in school that you'll experience that? And you must love it so much. Okay. So of course, headgear, and all about safety. Go ahead, show us. Stand back. So these will be inserted between the wooden plates which we ice the cakes on.
Wow.
Now, can you show us one more thing, Ali? Perfect.
Wow.
And then we insert those dowels in the exact size of the cake in between board to board to board to board.
Wow.
And then we impale the cake with a sharpened dowel. So the cake's not only not going to sink, they're not going to be able to move around. And that's how we can fly cakes long distance.
Really?
For the right client,
Wow.
just send your private plane and we'll go.
Yeah.
Or once even in a helicopter. Helicopter
Really?
is fun, yeah, because the cake goes up, over, and down.
Wow. Okay,
Think
our
about it.
client Flight is going to be very excited about that, getting
Thank you,
to work
Ali.
with Ron Ben Israel.
So, this is top secret. I will have to wipe your memory after the visit. But this is our own Bible.
This is fantastic.
So every flower that we make, we gathered our own instructions.
Wow.
With very detailed.
This is top secret.
Yeah, but we're going fast. Bells of Ireland.
Wow.
With photos and all the cutters we need, techniques. So we have not only the cutters, but also the texturizing silicone presses. Yes, that's all I'm allowed to show you. But students of ours get handouts.
That's fantastic.
So they can keep it.
Fantastic. What a wonderful experience.
I want to show you a little bit more about lace. So, very interesting. You know, there's piping on cakes.
Yes.
And there's molding. So these silicone molds, most of them are made by myself and my crew. Varying sizes. This mold was made out of one of the lace pieces.
Wow. Oh, the lace piece that you showed us in the closet. That's
Exactly.
amazing.
So this is not commercially available.
No, because you just created it.
Right. You can see all the details.
How perfection.
And actually it has two pieces. So we roll this sugar dough very thinly, and then we press the hard insert, and then we get a very thin, almost transparent lace piece, but it is edible.
Wow. And all this is edible.
These are not edible, these are food safe.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So look at the texture.
How magnificent. Look at that.
But this is so costly to produce.
Yes, I can
Will never
imagine.
be sold commercially.
Saran, thank you so much for the back door, behind the scenes, the VIP treatment of what goes on in creating a cake. But what have you seen the trends, what do you forecast the trends to be in 2026, 2027? What are the brides asking?
Well, many brides ask for the trends, but our client asks for us to make a trend for them. So I always say, would you rather follow everybody else's trend, or would you have somebody create a new trend named after you?
Absolutely fabulous.
So
Look
I
how
see
special.
there's a lot of talent in the cake industry, which is
Right.
wonderful. And I always learn from my students. But what I dislike are some material that are totally non-edible, like using paper cutouts as cake design or cake decorations.
Right.
If I wanted to eat paper, I would eat toilet
Paper.
So some cakes look to me like, the truth is they're great on Instagram, but when in real life, the paper
doesn't fall. Yeah.
Because a real cake has to be refrigerated, has tons of butter and chocolates and fresh fruit.
Right.
It doesn't work with edible paper.
Right.
So I'm not for that trend.
You're not for that trend. Well, I'm not big on trends. I'm like you. I love the idea of setting your trend, creating your own legacy. You don't have to follow the same old tradition. You can add old and new, but you should be
Right,
creative.
I love the old.
And
We
that's
never
what
get
we
rid
need
of
to
it.
do. Right.
So
Add it
in
together.
2019, Marc Jacob, the famous designer,
Yes.
asked us to do his wedding cake. Wow. He wanted a huge cake and he wanted it old-fashioned. And I resisted and I said, I learned in school how to pipe on cakes.
Right.
And I wanted to get free of that. But in 2019, he asked us to recreate it with columns,
Right.
a cake that tall.
Oh, wow.
And once I was convinced, I loved it.
Really?
And this became a trend all over the world.
Because you started
Yeah.
it again.
Well, I don't think it was just me. It was in the air.
Okay. Fantastic.
I would never take credit for something I couldn't mention. But I think it was us.
I know it was you guys.
But let me tell you, all trends that don't want to go away and I refuse to do it. First, cupcakes.
You don't do cupcakes?
Cupcakes are great for children's parties. But to have a bride and a groom, or any kind of couple, stand next to a tower of mini cupcakes, I really don't approve it because I love cake. But when you have a cupcake in a piece of paper, you eat the frosting first and then you have the batter, the actual cake.
Yeah.
And I like layers.
Okay.
And another trend I never liked and will never do is naked cakes. Why? I want my brides to be dressed and dressed well, and the cakes need to be dressed as well.
There you have it.
Plus, if you don't ice the sides and the top of the cakes,
Right.
they dry out really quickly.
Oh,
So I can see a naked cake in a barn outdoors,
right.
but
Not
most
for
about-
something
yeah.
formal.
You know what the trend now is to have 2 or 3 dresses for each bride,
And
right?
they want 2 or 3 cakes. It makes perfect
That's how we
sense.
created the structure of 3 cakes together, relating to each other, with the flowers and foliage flowing from one cake to another.
That's fantastic.
So have 3 dresses, have 3 cakes. We'll all be happy.
Yeah, we sure will. So you will remain the trendsetter for the industry as always.
That's the idea. Well, we'll remain.
Yes, we will. So guys, I have some good news for you. I'm going to put my neck on the line and say for all of you guys that have ever wanted to learn how to make master cakes from a legend,
Just call us or email us. We'll put you on the mailing list for new classes.
only from World Bride Magazine. We told you first. So you guys get to come and work with the one and only Ron Ben Israel. Stay tuned as we continue to share more information about him and how to get to these classes. So until the next time, ciao bella.